I say, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If it's your first time rocking with the boy, be the KING SPR 33. That be me, King Spree. And you locked in one of the realest. Reporting live from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. The weather about, they say it's 90 degrees outside, not a cloud in the sky. Why is this boy talking so fast? Not a cloud in the sky, praise to the Most High. And baby, you've been so patiently waiting on this mixtape to drop. It's coming soon, and I promise you're gonna love it. Like the video before we even get started. I promise you're gonna like it. Like the video. Comment below. Put a fire in the chat if you're fucking with me. Put an X sign if you're not. And definitely share the video if you feel like it needs to be shared. I would appreciate that. So, let's have this little financial talk. I know we have it every now and then. I want to keep it on that a little bit. We are going into September of 2022. Where did time go, right? God, this shit flying by. So in my personal life, I've decided to move. Yeah, the boy leaving Sin City. No more not a cloud in the sky, praise to the Most High, right? And I'm moving to Georgia. Georgia. Not Atlanta. I ain't got money for Atlanta, but I'm moving to Savannah to be closer to my family. They live out there. Sometimes you really just don't know when the last day is going to be the last day. And I wanted to just be around some home cooking. I wanted to be around some home memories. I wanted to be around some people that I love and cherish, so that when it's all said and done, I know for a fact that like I played my part in the bigger picture, if that make any sense, right? So I'm moving. Now, with moving comes a lot of different things, right? When I moved to Vegas, it was different. I didn't have anything. I literally had a bag and a dream. You know what I'm saying? And came out here, and I had a friend that let me stay with him, and I was able to figure things out. He helped me a lot. I was able to figure things out. But now I have to, as the man that I am, I got to take care of all these small little things that can become big things. So off the rip, moving expenses are very expensive. Even for somebody that only has a 2-bedroom apartment, it costs a lot of money to move across the country. So it's going to run me a couple thousand, almost $5 altogether. It's going to run me a couple thousand to make this move. Whatever, that's what needs to be done. But then I also have things I want to do. I'm going on a trip. Well, not really a big trip, but I'm going to Cali for Halloween. We don't have fun doing that. I bought my little costumes. I got some heat. And we're gonna have a good time. My point is this: as I'm working these 2 jobs, I'm realizing, bruh, as I already knew, this ain't enough. This ain't enough. If I tell you the number I make, and I will, I'll tell you the number I make annually. Technically, I make 70 grand a year. And in some worlds, that's a decent amount of money. You should be able to live life. If you keep your expenses low, you should be able to live life. What they don't tell you is, and then that's not counting overtime, and that's not counting my second job. I guess with both of those combined, I'm creeping into the 85 mark. Granted, I just started doing 2 jobs, so it's a small sample size, but whatever. What they don't tell you is this, though. 85 after taxes really is like 77, let's call it 75. And then with 75, actually it's less than that, but then with 75, but let's call it 75 on the high end. Then with 75, that's not accounting for insurances. That's not accounting both car and health. That's not accounting for, well, actually, no, it is kind of, well, no, it's not. It's not counting insurances. It's not counting emergency funds. It's not counting groceries, gas, living expenses, right? My car alone takes $100 a week, at least when the gas was the highest. I'll spend $100 a week. That's almost $500 going towards gas alone, right? All the small bills you have, your Wi-Fi, everything. Life, right? Life as an adult. And I have no kids. And I have a girlfriend that pays bills too. So it's not even like, and it's still tight. Now, granted, I have a car that I want. that I pay a decent amount on. That's one thing. And I get tattoos that cost a good amount of money. That's another thing. I'm spending $4 or $5 on tattoos. So that these things add up, right? When I go to the store, I don't get the Ritz, I get the Coke. You know what I'm saying? When I go to, I don't get the Great Value, I get the regular Kellogg's. So these things start to add up, but that shouldn't be a big deal, right? It shouldn't be. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, what can I do to make this money? I know people are making money left and right. YouTube is an opportunity, but to be honest, I haven't been consistent. And it's a needle in a haystack, man. You got a chance, but like, I know that my personality is dope, but I also know what it really takes to have to like market it the right way, and you got to get lucky. The right people got to see you, and it's a lot of work. And maybe I ain't got that in me. Maybe that just ain't for me, So we'll see how it goes, but maybe it just ain't for me. But and more realistic, what's tangible is what can I do to make money? Now, going back to school ain't an option. As far as like going to school, taking a loan out, all that ain't an option. There's a small chance that I will do nursing when I move to Georgia. Very small chance. But that's after I get my house. That's after I get settled. After I get my house and after I get after I get my house and I get my electric charger, then we can start talking. And I got some money in the bank, then we can start talking. But before then, I'm not doing that. So I'm thinking, like, what can I do to really push the envelope? I'm looking online, how to make money online. Of course, anything in the IT world, computer, coding, cybersecurity is all good. So that's an option. Yeah, I do my little investments, but I'm not a day trader and I don't want to deal with all that. So my little investments are just for a later day. That's for, have a little change, hopefully, when I'm in my 60s and 70s that I didn't account for. So then I'm like, okay, how can I go about making more income? I think I got it. Now, I'm not going to say what it is because I need to get into it first, perfect it before I, say what it is. But it's a lot like those jobs when we were in high school and we made fun of the dudes that were plumbers, electricians, home inspectors, things like that. Jobs that like are well needed and you don't realize you need it till you need it. And we kind of looked at them as they were losers because they went to school for that. But in actuality, they got 18 years old. They started making 60, 70 grand at 18 years old and only went up from there. Landscaping, construction, so on and so on. Mechanic, so on and so on. They can own their own business. They run their own small business. So I am starting a business. Won't say what it is yet, but it's a personal business. It's not really about like, it's not like t-shirts or anything that you can actually buy. It's more of a service that's needed in the industry that everybody needs. And hopefully it works out for me. I'm taking the courses now and I'm trying to figure this whole thing out, right? But my point is, we got to find a way to pivot. And not everybody's going to have a nice job where they work 3 days, have 4 days off, can clear 150. Not everybody's going to have a job where they work 2 24-hour shifts, which is tough. I know it is. And then have 4 days off. Not everybody's going to have a job where they're able to do 7 days on, 7 days off. Or jobs where they just have a lot of freedom with their flexibility and time. I know for me, people like me, we work in 9 to 5s basically every day. And in the healthcare field, patient care field, that shit, being there 5 days a week is very stressful. It ain't like other jobs. Being in the medical field, period, is stressful, but being there 5 days a week is like almost unheard of. So I'm thinking of like, yo, every other position ain't there 5 days a week. Nurses are there 3, CNAs 3, doctors come and go as they please, nurse practitioners come and go as they please. PAs are there pretty consistently, but even then, it's like, yo, what can we do to not work 5 days a week? Working 5 days a week is really like working 7 days a week, basically. Because you really only have Friday night off, but you're too tired from Friday to do something usually, right? Unless you force yourself. So then you have Saturday morning. But Saturday morning, you got to get all your errands done. Your grocery shopping, wash your car, clean your crib, the gym. Like, you got to do a lot of different things on Saturday morning. Saturday night's probably the only real night you have off, but you might be so tired you don't want to do nothing. And then Sunday, you basically got anxiety prepping for Monday. And then you do it all over again. And there ain't no real like end game. And in the healthcare field, you don't get holidays off. So When Thanksgiving come around, you work Thanksgiving and you work Friday. When July 4th come, you work that day. And in some companies, I think mine is one of them. I don't know yet. I'm going to find out Monday. We don't get paid double time. We don't get paid time and a half. It's just a regular day. And that is a little disheartening. So as I move into the September, because this is my favorite time of year coming up. Basically Halloween to New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. But especially this year because I'm moving. As I move into the new year, man, I'm looking at things like how to make more money going into 2023, right? We got to make it the best yet. Shout out to Brown and MJ. How to make it the best yet. And to do that, you got to really start, you got to pull the inventory out, see where you are, and then see where the options are to pivot. Now, I got some go-getter friends that go out there and get it. So there ain't no excuse to be had. I need to be one of them. And I've always known that. It's just now we're going to put it into play. 2 jobs forever ain't going to work. Working 5 days a week ain't going to work. Well, I'm working 6 days a week, to be honest. But working 5 days a week ain't going to work. What's going to work for me? What's going to work for you? I'm okay. As far as I make enough money to be okay. But I don't want to be okay. I want to be comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I work every day. Not comfortable. How do I fix that? Well, I'm about to get to that. You still want to be able to have a good time while living your life and handling your responsibilities while also prepping for the future. That's another thing too. Like when you saving money and you investing and all that, I'm investing 20% of my check every check in different things. Crypto, Roth IRAs, which you get broken into different companies, TD, a brokerage account where I just, really Apple, Amazon, QQQ, and a couple others that I fuck with. Like I'm really loading the boat on these things, but that ain't for now. Plus, that's a couple $1,000s right now. Ain't nothing crazy, and that ain't for now. That's for later. But things cost money, and I need to make more money. I was supposed to work yesterday, but I was too tired, so I called off from my second job. And then, of course, because sometimes when ladies lead the charge and they're the boss or they're the DOR, they're a little passive aggressive that you did that. So as a result, she said, "Oh, by the way, we don't really need help tomorrow either." Come on, man. So now I'm kind of waiting in the wings to see when my next day is to work at that job. I got a full-time job. I ain't too worried, but it's like I need that extra money too. And if not, I got to go somewhere else to get it. And man, things just cost money. And I got to figure out how to get this money at a higher level. Like I need to clear 150, bruh. Minimum. And that's after taxes. How I'm going to get there, I don't know. But I need to clear 150. So, and I also need to work less. I know that sounds like a fucking oxymoron. Or I'm just a moron. But I need to make more, work less. OnlyFans, holla at me. Nah, I'm joking. Nobody want to see me. But, I just don't know how to do it. I'm trying to figure it out. And what really spawned all this, to be honest, is because I'm moving, I'm I had to send in my occupational therapy assistant application to Georgia. And they had a laundry list of things I needed to do. Like a long list, right? A lot of running around. And one of those things I had to do was I had to get one my superior, another one my supervising OTR, another one a medical professional that's my peer, and another one just a personal reference. So 4. I had to get 4 references notarized. Now, I don't know if you know about notaries. Hint, hint. I don't know if you know about notaries, but you could choose for them to come to you or you can go to them. If they come to you, it's a price, a hefty price. That could be upwards of $50 per signature. And if you go to them, it's less. Banks are free, but they always busy or they're never there. And then you go to somewhere like the UPS store, it's $15 a pop. So I started doing my research on this. They call them loan signing agents and notaries. There's some money to be made. I guess I told you what it was. That's what it is. There's some money to be made. And it's the flexibility in the schedule is great. So that's kind of where I'm steering towards for a little bit, and we'll see how that goes. But it is a business, and you really do have to put your all into it, and it's not as easy as it sounds. It's basically a lot of marketing involved. But we're going to try it out and see. Anyway, I know this video is boring for most people. Most people clicked off by now, but please like the video, subscribe, and y'all comment down below and let me know what are y'all doing as y'all side hustles to get this money. Any ideas are appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe, join the royal family. We actually the king of R&B nowadays. the king of reporting bullshit. Holla at me.